Hi, my name is Kathleen Wood, and I'm going to be giving my demonstration speech on tie-dyeing. Everyone always relates tie-dyeing to the 1960s. However, it was actually used with silk in the 4th century. This was found in Africa, India, and Japan. Tie-dye was then introduced to the Americas in the 1960s. Tie-dye was used as a way to express the Americans' free spirit. The legends of creating different patterns using different colors are still very popular today. So there are many different patterns that you can make while you're tie-dyeing. You can do the traditional spiral, which is what you usually see on the tie-dye shirts. You can do circles, you can do stripes, you can write things, you can basically do anything when you're making a tie-dye shirt. So when it comes to the dye, you'll either have to purchase it at the store. I purchased it in a pack called Tulip. And it comes with all the powder. All you have to do is mix water. Or if you don't want to do that, if you want to make everything at home, you can put food coloring in a little bit of water. So the materials you're going to need to tie-dye is some water. You're going to need your dye. You're going to need some plastic gloves. You're going to need rubber bands. And finally, your white shirt. So first, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your bucket of water and dip the shirt in the water a little bit. Not too much, because then the colors will start to run, and you don't want that. But you want, the purpose of this is so when you put the colors in there, that they'll stay in the shirt. So you want to squeeze out all the excess water. Then after you do that, you're going to want to lay your shirt down. And I'm going to do the spiral. You're just going to take it from the middle with your fingers, and you're just going to twist it. You can either twist it clockwise or counterclockwise. And it's going to be hard when it comes to the sleeves, but I just usually tuck the sleeves in. So then you're going to take your rubber bands, and I usually divide the shirt. I use 3 rubber bands to divide it into 6 different sections. Sorry, I use 4 rubber bands. So here is what your shirt looks like after you rubber band it. So then you want to start simple if it's your first time tie-dyeing, because you can always mix different colors to make different colors. You just have to be careful to not make like a brown or a dark gray or black, or you can make some ugly colors. So what you want to do is just pour the dye on the shirts, the different sections. If it looks bad, just keep in mind that when you're done and you unwind the shirt, it'll look like it's supposed to. So you want to make sure that when you're tie-dyeing, you get in the crevices of the shirt that you can't really see. You want to kind of open them up. Make sure you get the dye in the shirt so that there's not a lot of white, because a lot of white on a tie-dye shirt isn't really good. So I tie-dyed a shirt previously, and I had this much dye left. So just a tip, when I tie-dye, the powder it comes with, I divide it in half, because if you're only doing about 1 shirt, you still have a bunch of dye left in the end anyway, so you can, tie-dye a little bit more. So once you're done tie-dyeing a shirt, you want to wrap it up in usually plastic wrap, but I didn't have any plastic wrap, so I wrapped it up in a bag, and I let this shirt sit for 6 hours. So I'm going to unwrap it and see what it looks like. Hopefully it turned out good, because I kind of did it fast. And the colors I used were orange, or yellow, red, and purple. You also want to make sure when you're tie-dyeing that you use old clothes because it gets kind of messy. So as you can see, I'm no expert. There's still, a lot of white, but that is my tie-dye shirt, and it turned out okay. So that is how you tie-dye, and I definitely recommend tie-dyeing with friends, with family, with anyone, because even though it's expensive, it's really, really fun to do. So hope you enjoyed learning how to tie-dye.